Hello, good day. My name is Rizal. Today I'd like to talk about the sport, and where everybody should play at least one sport as a sport culture. And okay, I'm representing for the NCTA 2A about the Pacific speech. Today is about the everybody should play at least one sport. And the idea is many people nowadays do like to play sport that affect their bodies, and therefore they need to change the way of life by taking up at least one sport for the life health, right? So you know that Muhammad Ali is the most famous and professional athlete of all time. There was actually an incident that happened to Muhammad Ali, causing his life to journey to change. You want to know Muhammad Ali learned boxing because he want to hit people. Stole his part when he was 12 years old, and after that, he was being the world champion. So, who knows, playing sport might be a turning point in your life too, right? So, I have several articles related to the sport, right? So, I think should bring back at least to the student one sport concept, but this is to implement the concept to everyone, not only for the student. Right? Let's say in 2010, our education minister and the main committees of sport developed a school implement to one student, one sport concept, which is mean the student must be involved at least one sport in school. So the implementation is playing sport for everybody should start from the school. So they will definitely continue to play sport in every life when they have once left the school. So, for the information, I used to learn pencak silat during my high school until my diploma, and told everybody should feel how enjoyable sport is because it was the best experience I ever have. Right? So, sport activity give me many positive effect on us because playing sport is a balanced routine that would contribute to our overall health and well-being. Okay, the International Sport Day is celebrated in 6 April to recognize the power of sport to develop for development and peace. So for today, I would like to persuade all of you to start playing sport, regardless your ages, to play sport that can give many positive effects on our body as well as our mental health. Right? So it's closely is for me, everybody should play sport, at least one, right? The benefit of sport can be divided in two parts, which is term of physical health and mental health. A sport and activity involve physical movement, but have a rules and regulation in the field. So sport activities help to burn calories because sport can make us sweat and consume a lot of energy, right? So playing sport can reduce the sugar level in our body because the glucose will change into energy. So every player need to warm up before the undergoing intensive training to increase the stamina and fitness, such as a football, tennis, and others. Besides, sport activity can increase the body endurance because of the tension of bone, muscle, ligament, and tendon during sport. So all this will work together. So why do we need so the sport? So um, well, other than physical health, sport activity can also guarantee mental health because sport activity can simulate the release of the good feel chemical, which is the pain. Right? So, and the function of dopamine is to boost our mood and make us feel positive for a long time. So making sport as part of daily routine is a good idea because it reduces our stress level, and we should exercise whenever we feel we should do, and the way we can overcome handle the mental pressure. Okay, and problem sport competition will bring a variety of emotion, either heavy, frustrated, and so on. The coach will, and actually the coach for the sport will eventually teach us how to control emotion on the field because uncontrollable emotion will affect our performance. Example, for example, we enable to think a good strategy in the sport game when we are in very angry state. This will give the opponent an advantage to win. So, learning the emotion management skill will help us to deal with the problem that we have faced in our life later and able to solve the problem easily. Okay. And but this was way too for certification. So what is the solution to promote sport? Okay, so we know that we are already told about sport. So what's the solution? How to promote? How to make it us to love sport? Now let me tell you, I do believe that can we promote the sport to everyone starting from school and parent, but both supposed to play important roles in ensuring that the student of children are exposed to sport activities. Yeah? So every school in Malaysia need to implement a proper physical education. Teachers who are teach the subject of physical education must be qualified from the right field, which is sports such as sports science, because they are trained in the latest sport education as content. Right? So, solution is every school mission need to implement a proper physical education. The teachers who teach the subject of physical education must be qualified, and after that, the right field sports such as science, because they are trained latest education, and college sports teachers supposed to teach a variety of sport and showing the right way to play, and they know how the right way the student will play. And while the selected student in field sport are will trained and sent to other sport competition, the student have the opportunity to develop the talent to high level, also to gain more experience, right? So envision yourself to follow the outline that I give to gain the sport activity. So the visualizations step. So is it might happen if we lack of playing sport. So the consequence if for not exercising for a long time can affect our life more than we thought. So this is a benefit for visualization step. Then not practicing health lifestyle can increase the risk of suffering from chronic disease. So this is a benefit for us to and encourage us to play the sport all the while. So lack of sport will not have the heart function properly, and there's no cardiovascular endurance for aerobic capacity. This will cause the heart muscle to function less effective, then we will easily feel tired and when we work in longer period in time. So an activity record high percentage of 42.1%, followed by high cholesterol problem. So you're not inactive, you will have a problem in the cholesterol. So about 37 percent with high blood pressure, 36% tap smoking, 35% of obesity, and 50% of diabetes. So this is one of the common thing that happen if we don't do the sport. So beside this, a lack of exercise can also cause the person feel stress, and the stress cause our body to respond to increase sugar and fat content in our blood. So result in many negative effects. So short-term stress can cause head and muscle pain, especially in neck, and feel muscles pump in our neck when I feel too stressed. So, and after that, the prolonged stress can lead to many complications, including recurrent diarrhea, hardening of blood vessel, and decreased appetite, hypertension, mental emotion, and destructive when you are under stress or pressure. Stress can make us easily forget and difficult to focus in the task. So this problem not has a negative impact in our daily life, but also in our work performance. So the mental if we focus less in completing assigned tasks. So those who suffer from the stress may unable to stop thinking and find it difficult to sleep that could lead to insomnia. So with the body lack of rest, so it become tired and next day for us to do the stop. So uh, for me, but don't just think about the sport, just go and do it. All right. So for me, the conclusion is we should start exercise and making sport as a part of our daily activities to maintain our healthy body as well as health mind. It be no reason for us not to exercise. I believe that sport can change our life immediately in better ways. So what are you waiting for? Wear your sports shoes, go outside and to play sport with your loved one. Eh? So if parent is can have a moral encouragement and support the goal of promoting sport in our country, we surely achieve one of the parents was to encourage them by buying their children sport equipment, and when children have a complete set of equipment, they will be more excited to play, right? For example, the parents should buy the children clothes, shoes, sport equipment related to children type of sport they don't like badminton, squash, tennis racket, and the movable clothes. Next, like the parents should provide moral support by sending children to the training center, right, like court, then also can accompany and watch the children to practice and complete the sport, even so the children are motivated, active and sport. Thus, the parents' support will give a big impact to the children, the game, and to create victory in high level. Same goes to us. For that, I conclude my video and thank you again for this.